Welcome to another mental health and Parasha reflection for the Sedra of Yitro. Yes, we are here. 10 Commandment weeks, but we're not going to speak about those this week. We're going to speak about the very first word in this week's Sedra, Vayishma. Somebody did some hearing, listening, and it was Yitro, Moshe's father-in-law, heard about all the miraculous events that happened to the Jewish people. Well, we sort of know that happened because last week we read how everybody heard of the Exodus and the sea splitting, so we pretty much know that the events surrounding the Jewish people were ones that were reported on by all the ancient media outlets that existed back in the day. News travelled fast, but let's pause for a moment to think about why it's so important to be heard. I mean, after all, we explore various therapies. Some are designed to get us to think differently, but at the heart of therapy, sometimes it's just someone taking the time, whether as a friend or for payment, but that's okay, to be listened to. We want to be heard. We want to know that what's going on in our world matters to somebody else. And how do we know it matters? Well, we only know it matters when someone takes the time to listen. By Yishma Yisro, Yisro heard what happened. Things mattered. He took time to listen, but not in a superficial way where, I hear what you're saying, but it's not actually making an impact. He was different, and perhaps that's why the whole Sedra this week is named after him. His ability to listen wasn't just a process of sound going into the right place, but it was a moment he took to listen, to reflect, and then act. We've all had that experience when someone approaches us and we say, "Hey, how are you?" And they go, "I'm fine." And we go, "Oh, that's good." Well, we've said that's good before they've even sometimes given an answer. We just assume they're going to say something positive because isn't that what we all want to hear? We want to be heard saying something positive rather than the negative. So we choose our words to reflect what we assume other people want. What if we said, "Actually, I'm doing really badly. I'm struggling right now"? How many people would ever say, "Well, that's good," because they haven't heard that. They've just not really listened, waited for the necessary seconds, and then said, "Oh, good," and walk off. Yisro listens, reflects, thinks, "Well, I can't just let this go. Something monumentous has happened. I have to go and join the Jewish people to learn and see what's going on." Who are we going to emulate this week? Moses, the Jewish people? Let's emulate Yisro. Let's pray this weekend for the ability to really listen, to be those listening ears when someone needs it, not superficially, but really profoundly. And at the same time, we can pray that when we need someone to hear us, that we are heard. Be that listening ear. Be that person that will transform another person's life by being able to listen, to hear, internalize, and act. Have a good Shabbos.